Beep beep ba dump ba dump. All right. And we are back for the third game of the day. Central. We are facing a team called Central. We don't know who they are or exactly where they're from, because we don't have any stat book or anything like that. But we got Emmanuel Varsity versus Central. That's what we'll call them. Starting for the Lancers, we have Bryn Schoenbeck, Lindsay Sito, Allison Schaller, Alexis Eichley, Faith Kazemba, Cassidy Neldner, and Erica Oster. Looks like Faith is planning on subbing in right now. Yes, there we go. Faith just subbed in for Alexis. And for Central, we have number 7, number 10, number 9, number 18, number 8, and number 7. No, and number 1, actually. Number 16 subs in for number 9. And number 7 is the one serving. Are all ready? And she serves it. It goes out of bounds. First point goes to Emmanuel. Alexis subs in for Faith. Erica serves the ball. And number 16. And Bryn spikes it over number 2 to number 7. Nobody, there's a bit of miscommunication there. Nobody gets the ball. Score is 1-1. Nobody's winning. It's all tied up. All right, number 13 serves for Central. Faith to Lindsay, and Allison spikes it down. Number 7, number 13, Bryn, Lindsay. Bryn spikes it, and it rolls over the top of the net and onto the other side. Lancers 2, Central 1. Okay, that's cool. All right, number 10, Milena Buck serves over to 3. Number 10 spikes it down, and it barely goes in. Point goes to Central. All right. So we have 18 from Central serving. It doesn't quite make it over the net. 3-2 Emmanuel. Bryn serves over to 16. Number 7 sets it out of bounds. Back to Bryn. What? The score is 4-2 Lancers. Number 16 receives over to 2. And number 10 spikes it down. Bryn sets it. Cassidy spikes it. It goes out of bounds a little long. All right. So now number 4 of Central is serving. All goes quiet for a second. Nobody's talking. All right, now she's ready to serve. Up, up, and away. Faith receives. Bryn bumps. And Annie spikes. Number 8 to Bryn to Alexis. Annie spikes it again with a lot of power. 10-10. Wow. And then Cassidy spiked it down. Number 16 goes for the dive, but isn't able to get it back over the net again. Alexis Eichley serving for Emmanuel. Erica Oster in for Faith Kazemba. Alexis spikes. Oh, what's that called again, Sherman? That's called an ace. Yes, it's an ace. That was not an ace. Never mind, people. It just hit the top and went over. Anyways. So Milena to Bryn. Erica spikes it over. Hits the ground before any of the central players can touch it. Oh, you confused. Okay, never mind. We have Alexis serving. And Bryn bumps it. Over to Milena. Over to 10. Over to 10 again. The score is 7-3 Lancers. I think Central's the one who called that timeout. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please click our link in the description on our homepage, on our home YouTube page. Oh, not a description. Our icon. Our one viewer. Alexis serves it into the net. Faith comes in for her. Number 10 of Central serving. Faith receives. Bryn sets and Erica spikes. Number 4 on Central receives. And number 8 tries to spike it, but it goes into the net. Cassidy Neldner of the Lancers is now serving. '16 receives over to 4, and number 3 tips it over. Emmanuel not quite able to get it back over the net again. Looks like it's number 16 of Central serving. Score is 8-5 Lancers. All right, that would be Nicole. Annie tips it over, and Central goes through a little squabble to try and get the ball, but does not work out for them. We have Lindsay coming in for Annie. Lindsay is now serving the ball. Number 16 goes for the dive, but can't get it back over the net. 10-5 Lancers. Lindsay serves it into the net. 10-6. Number 7 for Central serving. Sorry we don't have their names. We don't have any statistics or any book like that. Number 7 serves. Lancer's not able to get the ball there. Goes out of bounds. Number 7 serving once again. Faith receives. Lindsay. Faith bumps it over, and it bounces over the top of the net. Lancers points. Erica Oster serving for the Lancers. Number 2 receives. Number 7 to number 8. Lindsay Allison spikes it down, and it just goes in. If it would have been like half a foot off, that would have been out. That was really close. Lancers get that point. 12-7 Lancers. Erica serves it. It goes out of bounds. 12-8. Number 13 of Central serving. Goes up. Oh, can't make it over the net. Central definitely it's still possible for them to catch up. We'll see what happens. That was Milena Buck serving. Number 10 of Central tried to spike, but it went out of bounds a bit long. Milena Buck serving again. Just makes it over to 10-7. Number 2 spikes it, and it just goes in. It's a nice spike by number 2. Number 18 for Central serving. The score is 14-9 Lancers. 18 to Milena, to 9 to Lindsay. Cassidy tips it over to 2, spikes it down. Milena dives and gets it. That was a nice play by the Lancers. Alexis getting it over the net. Number 2 of Central tips it over the net, and they get the point. 14-10. It was a nice play by Central also. Number 18 serves. It's a bit long, out of bounds. Bryn Schoenbeck for the Lancers now serving. Number 2 receives over to 7, and number 10 spikes it, but it goes right into the net. Bryn serves again. Number 16 receives it. Number 13 is not able to get to the ball in time, and Lancers get the point. Timeout, Central. The score is 17-10 Lancers. Lancers are playing a pretty good game here today. Yes. Let's see if Central can pull off a comeback in these next couple of minutes. And they also have 1 or 2 more sets to come back. This is still anybody's game. Anything can happen. It's volleyball. Bryn Schoenbeck serving for the Lancers again. All right, she serves over to 2. Lancers had a bit of a miscommunication there, and nobody got the ball. Goes to the Central. Number 4 is serving now. Over to Milena, to Bryn, and Alexis spikes it down. Number 10, number 9, and that was 4 hits for Central. hit the ball a little too many times. Alexis Eichley now serving for the Lancers. Oh, that's an ace. I got that one right that time. Thank you, Sherman. All right, Alexis Eichley serves again. Number 16 to 4, over to 9. Bryn bumps it up, and Annie spikes it. Hits the ground, and Lancers get the point. Alexis now serving again. Number 16 gets it over to 13, and number 3 tries to put the spike in, but it goes right into the net. The score is currently 21-11 Lancers. Number 12 Alexis serves it into the net. So the score is now 21-12. Number 10 of Central is now serving. It's up over. Faith to Bryn, and Annie spikes it, but it goes out of bounds. Number 10 serving. Milena to Bryn and Erica. That would be number 3. You see what happened there, Sherman? Something happened, and it's now the Lancers' ball. Score is 22-13, Lancers. Cassidy Neldner serving for Emmanuel. Up, and away. Over to 5. 2 tips it over, or 9, sorry. And then, sorry. Number 8 gets it over, but she touches the net and Lancers' ball. Cassidy Neldner serving again for the Lancers. Gets it over. Number 16, what? Now we have game point. Number 16 wasn't quite able to get it over the net there. Cassidy Neldner serving the game point. 8-4. Number 3 spikes it. Nobody on the Lancers is able to get that, so that would mean number 16 on Central is now serving. Still game point. Faith receives, gets it over. Number 18 spikes it down. No Lancers are able to get it. 24-15. Number 16 serves. Faith receives. Avery. And then Annie spikes it, but it goes out of bounds. 24-16. All right, 16-13. Nicole Schoenbeck over to Annie. And Erica bumps it over to 4. And number 8 spikes it in. 8 spikes it into the net. And Lancers win the first set. Lancers playing pretty well there. But Central is showing some potential at the end. Showing that they can come back a little bit. Let's see what happens in this next set. Do you want to? I think I did the last. More teams are yelling, A. I want them to start yelling a different letter, like B or C. That'd be a lot more interesting. Just gotta add some variety. Coaching for the Lancers are Prof. Lau and Mrs. Schaller. And keeping book for the Lancers is James Sullivan. All right, Lindsay Sitto serving for the Lancers. All right, score is 0-0, love. Number 16 receives over to 18. Faith dives and gets it, and Emma Miller sets it over. Number 10 hits it out of bounds. Lancers point. Lindsay gets to serve again. Up and over to 10. Over to Faith, over to Lindsay. Bryn bumps it over to 16. 7 sets it over. Lindsay sort of punches it over. And Central hits it underneath the net. Lancers ball, 2-0. Lindsay hits it over to 10. 7. Number 2 hits it into the net. Lindsay serves it to 2-7. And 18 tries to slap it over, but the Lancers block that. So Lindsay gets to serve again. Lindsay serves it. And that is an ace. Right, Sherman? Yes, it is. Okay. Timeout, Central. They still could come back. It could happen. Lancers have won all their past 2 games that they've played today. I'm not sure how Central's been doing. We don't have any stats on their team or anything like that. So we don't know their names or their classes or what their favorite colors are. Nothing like that. So we're pretty much in the dark on them, except we know that one of their names is Central. All right. So we have Lindsay Sitto serving. Number 10 to number 7 and number 18. Faith to Emma. And Erica bumps it over to 16, who bumps it. 7, who sets it to 2, who spikes it. And Lindsay is not able to get it over the net again. So Central gets their first points of the set. Number 13 of Central is now serving. Up, and away. Over to Emma. Lindsay sets it, and Allison spikes it down over to 7. And number 10 spikes it to Emma. Lindsay sets it to Bryn, who spikes it, and it goes in where nobody's standing. Lancers get the point. 6-1 Lancers. Erica Oster serving. Over to 13, 7, and number 10 spikes it over, and Erica hits it into the ground. Point goes to Central. Number 18 serving. '18 serves it into the net. Number 10, Milena serves it to 13. Over to 7, and that was 9-7. Cassidy over to Faith. Lindsay bumps it into the net. The score is 7-3 Lancers. And it looks like number 4 from Central is going to be serving now. I just said it. She serves it. Faith and Milena go for it at the same time, but Bryn is able to get it over the net. Number 4 to 10. 10 pounds it, and it goes way out of bounds. So next we will have Bryn Schernbeck serving. Bryn serves it to 13, who goes to 4. 9 gets it over the net, and Bryn to Annie, who tips it over. Central not able to get it back over the net. Number 16 making a wild dive for it. Bryn serves it over to 16. Smacks it down at the ground, so Bryn gets to serve again now. Score is 10-3 Lancers. Bryn over to 13. Back to 4. Over to 10. And 10 tips it out of bounds. Bryn serves it to 13. Goes to 4. And number 3 spikes it. Rolls on top of the net and falls onto the Lancers side. Point goes to Central. Score is 11-4 Lancers. Number 10 serves it to Milena, to Bryn, over to Annie. Number 10 bumps it out of bounds. Alexis serving for the Lancers. Alexis serves over to 5, over to 4, and to 8. Back to Annie. Milena bumps it over to Erica, who tips it over, and Central not able to get it back over the net. It hits the ground. Lancers ball. Alexis serves, but can't get it over the net. Score is 13-5 Lancers. Number 16 now serving. Over to Faith, to Bryn. Annie slaps it down, but Bryn gets it back. Number 16 to 4 to 8. That was a real nice play there. Good coordinating skills. Number 16 not able to get it back over the net. It rolls underneath. 14-5. All right. Cassidy Nelner told to wait for a second. Now she's serving. Over to 16. Over to I think that was 4 or 8, sorry. Lancer's not able to get that last ball. The score is 14-6. Lancers. All right, number 7 serving. It goes into the net. Looks like Lindsay Sito's serving for Lancers. Gets it up over to 5, over to 7, sorry. Lancers hit it out of bounds. Number 13 for Central now serving. So over the net to Emma, to Lindsay, who sets it backwards. Central hits it out of bounds. Erica Oster serving for Emmanuel. Was up. Ooh. Serves it right in. Number, I think it was 13, not able to get it. Erica gets to serve once again. She's been serving pretty well today, from what I can tell. Number 16 to 7, and that was number 10 into the net. The score is 18-7, Lancers. Number 9, Erica serving again. She gets it over the net to 13. 7 sets it backwards over to 2, who spikes it, and now Lindsay bumps it over, and Erica bumps it over. Let's see, that was 2 bumping it over. There's a lot of spikes that are not going over right now. They're all getting denied. 18 spikes it into the net. Lancers point. Erica serves. 13 receives over to 7. Allison makes a wild grab for the ball and hits it out of bounds accidentally. So now it's Central's ball. The score is 19-8, Lancers. We have number 18 with the ball. She serves it to Emma Miller, to Lindsay Sito, and to Bryn Schoenbeck, who spikes it down, but it goes a little ways out of bounds. Number 18 serving again. They're 10 points behind, but I've seen worse. They can come back still. She serves it. Emma receives. Over to Lindsay. Allison spikes it down, but number 7 bumps it up. To 9, who bumps it over to Faith Kazema, to Lindsay Sito, to Caitlin Berman. 13, 7. Number 2 spikes it into the net. The score is 20-9. Milena Buck and Cassidy Nelner coming in for Allison and Emma. Milena serves the ball. Number 2 receives over to 7 to 10, who can't get it quite over the net. What? Okay, so Lancers have won the first set, so if they win this game, it's over. That was Milena Buck, Lindsay Sito, and Cassidy spikes it into the net. 21-10. We have number 4 serving for Central. Puts it up. Over to Milena. Over to Lindsay. And Alexis spikes it over. Over to 4. And 10 spikes it over to Milena. Lindsay sets it up. And Cassidy spikes it over the net, but Central hits it out of bounds. 22-10. Bryn Schoenbeck serving. Over to 13. 4. Number 16 bumps it all the way over to Milena, to Bryn, and Annie spikes it into the net. Can't get it over. Central's ball. All right, we would have number 10 serving for Central. Over to Milena, to Bryn, and they get it over the net, but not without touching it. So it is Central's ball. 22-12. Number 10 spikes it into the net for Central. Lancer's ball now. Looks like it'll be Alexis serving once they get the ball over to her. Avery Quam coming in for Bryn Schoenbeck. Alexis spikes it over to 5. Spikes it to, sets it to 4. Milena to Avery. And Cassidy spikes it down. And it goes everywhere. And then it goes out of bounds. Lancer's ball. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the game point. This isn't tennis. This is volleyball. Game point. Alexis Ikley serving. Over to 16 to 4. Number 9, not able to get it over the net. Lancers win the game. They've won all 3 of the games they've played today. Good job to both teams. Central put up a nice effort. Good job, everyone. Good job, Emmanuel. And we will see you guys in a little bit. That will be it for this broadcast. There are likely going to be more games today, so we should be back in a bit.